This is an emergency transmission from deep in the heart of Texas. The U.S. resistance against a global corporate combine empowered and funded by Communist China, allied with the big mega banks that set up Communist China in 1949. The Communist Chinese have taken control of U.S. telecommunications infrastructure. The Communist Chinese have taken control of Hollywood. The Communist Chinese have taken control of the main universities. This is all confirmed. This is not a drill. Big tech in Silicon Valley is almost completely run by the Communist Chinese government. They've officially become state-run. Apple, 100%. Google is now making the transition and announcing a merger and total worldwide censorship. They are now beta testing using me as the straw man, a demonized version of Alex Jones, to do that. This is happening. This is not like the other probes before that were meant to get you used to probes and censorship, thinking you would adapt to censorship by just putting up with it. Now this attack is thousands and thousands and thousands of times the magnitude of all previous attacks. This is a titrated dose, reverse psychological warfare operation using adapt and overcome subversion paradigm manipulation. In layman's terms, they are manipulating the fact that we adapt to being oppressed. We adapt to being pressed at the low dosages of oppression. Now when the megaton hits us of the total takeover, we try to adapt to the poison infusion instead of not knowing it's a lethal dose if we accept the dose. Total Internet of Things, integration, global social score, complete command and control system. It is the virtual reality AI weapon system now attacking the United States with traitors inside the major security agencies, blocking Trump's resistance of the program and attempting to stop us from removing the tentacles of the Chi-Com/Big Tech banking combine emergency situation. I have been chosen for destruction because I brought you this information and have been ramming it out as much as I can. They want to double use me, as they always do in any complex system of mathematical deception, where every angle of my good is turned against us. So they take what I've said, being sincere, build me into an insincere person in the straw man. I'm a person that cares about life and children and is against these wars. And so they make me a herder of children. And then they build me into this lie to then set the distraction while they're actually censoring all of you to make a debate about Alex Jones. So even if I didn't sell out to them, they now use me as an archetype to serve them by being the main distraction. I have now been captured by the enemy in the information warfare fulcrum and is being used against you. Only your full understanding of this key will break you free from this paradigm. I have given you the transmission. Now break free.
I have sworn upon the altar of God eternal hostility against every form of tyranny over the mind of man. Thomas Jefferson. If you are receiving this transmission, you are the resistance.
In the beginning, God created the heaven and the earth. And the earth was without form and void, and darkness was upon the face of the deep. And the Spirit of God moved upon the face of the waters. And God said, "Let there be light." And there was light. And God saw the light, that it was good, and divided the light from the darkness.
Tell everyone you know, tune in now.
And God called the light day, and the darkness he called night.
We can override
And the
them.
evening and the morning were the first day.
Share the clips now.
And God said, "Let there be a firmament in the
Share the
midst
links
of the
now.
waters, and let it divide the
Human
waters
intelligence
from
can
the
overpower
waters."
their satanic AI.
And God made the firmament, and divided the waters which were under the firmament from the waters which were above the firmament. And it was so. And God called the firmament heaven, and the evening and the morning were the second day. And God said, "Let the waters under the heaven be gathered together into one place, and let the dry land appear." And it was so. And God called the dry land earth, and the gathering together of the waters called he seas. And God saw that it was good. And from the crew of Apollo 8, we close with good night, good luck, a Merry Christmas, and God bless all of you on the good earth.
We're live now. We're fighting the next rollout of tyranny, the next COVID fraud. Join us now. Spread the word now. Back in 60 seconds live. Spread the word now. By text message, word of mouth. Do it now. Override them. You are unstoppable. Do it now. Don't lay down and die.
Let's go now to Cameron in Florida. Cameron, you're on the air. Go ahead.
Hey, Owen. Thank you so much for taking my call. I might get a little off topic. I'm an archivist. I've talked to you before a little bit, but not really on these topics. I've been archiving InfoWars for over 18 years, as well as other, corruption and documents and data. Have over 250 terabytes of data. I'm just like anybody else trying to dig in for the truth. But you guys haven't had William Binney on in a long time, and him and his wife, Kathrine Horton, they are actually trying to get the attention of Donald Trump, and they're trying to get back into the NSA, basically, and deploy Project ThinThread. And with that said, it will alleviate a lot of the issues that we're dealing with because it can target the real enemies of our world. And his latest video can be found on BitChute about 1 week, 3 days ago with him and his wife. They call it Deep Capture Wars. They only have one episode right now, but it's worth looking into. Thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much for everything you guys do. You're awesome.
Appreciate that. And the archive work, very important work, actually, to preserve everything we do here. You never know what they'll do to our archives. Like when they censored us off the internet in 2018, we lost so much of our archives. It's kind of unfortunate. And it's like we could go into we could do a bunker buster of everything here and probably find a lot of it on old phones and old computers. It's just, it's a priority issue that we don't want to waste that time on. We just move forward. But yeah, like a lot of the stuff we did in 2016, a lot of my stuff on the street that we did, it's just gone because it was just on YouTube. And we just didn't anticipate that. Probably should have. I'm guessing it's still there on YouTube and they can probably just flick a switch and get it back. I've never had William Binney on this show. It was always great when he was on with Alex, and maybe that's something they can make happen again. So appreciate that call.
There are, of course, those who do not want us to speak.
Just let me think.
In fact, even now, orders are being shouted into telephones, and men with guns will soon be on their way.
It's Chancellor Sattler.
Damn it.
Why? Because while the truncheon may be used in lieu of conversation, words will always retain their power. Words offer the means to meaning, and for those who will listen, the enunciation of truth. And the truth is, there is something terribly wrong with this country, isn't there?
You designed it, sir. You wanted it foolproof. You told me every television in London.
Cruelty and injustice, intolerance and oppression. And where once you had the freedom to object, to think and speak as you saw fit, you now have censors and systems of surveillance coercing your conformity and soliciting your submission.
We need cameras.
How did this happen? Who's to blame? Well, certainly there are those who are more responsible than others, and they will be held accountable. But again, truth be told, if you're looking for the guilty, you need only look into a mirror. I know why you did it. I know you were afraid. Who wouldn't be? War, terror, disease. There were a myriad of problems which conspired to corrupt your reason and rob you of your common sense. Fear got the best of you, and in your panic you turned to the now High Chancellor Adam Sattler. He promised you order, he promised you peace, and all he demanded in return was your silent, obedient consent.
There is a war. It's happening now. It will decide the fate of humanity. The time to choose sides has come. We are the resistance. We are the InfoWars.